Welcome to the Poor Perspective.
Go ahead.
I don't know how I feel about you wearing rings.
Welcome to the Poor Perspective, ladies and gentlemen. We're energized. We're here. We're ready. Blake's ready. Izzy's ready.
Totally.
It's been like a week. We had some technical difficulties last week. Nah, you can blame it on me if you want to. I don't really give a
that
fuck.
seems
I don't really
accurate.
give a fuck at all.
Yeah, it is your
So
fault.
the rings, yeah. So do you plan to have like a different ring
I don't
on
know.
each finger now?
I don't know.
Because you're all of a sudden a ring guy,
And yeah, you went like extreme with it.
right?
Too.
It
You
was
didn't
like
even
it was
start-
like we're not starting with one to see
Yeah.
how it looks. Two,
or not
instantly.
even just that, not a small one. You have like they cover your whole like section of your finger.
I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm a tiny ring guy. Also, but then again,
I don't feel you're a
was
ring
I was
guy.
thinking about this. First of all, fuck you.
They're Kendall's rings of power. Continue.
Anyway, I think that first of all, I don't like showing. I don't want any tattoos on like my arms or my like. I mean, I'll get tattoos on my legs. I don't usually wear shorts, but I don't
This
want
right here,
showing
Bubba.
tattoos. So
right
I
here.
felt
You
like
get them in places you can cover
I
up.
got one. I found one. My wife bought me one in Florida, and I liked it. And I was like, I mean, I guess I'll get a couple more and
This
see
starts.
it. I don't know.
I
I just like it. I don't know.
I
If
bet
you know what? If as long as Izzy and Blake are alive, I'll always have haters.
Have
And
you
if
ever-
I don't have any haters left in this world, Izzy and Blake are dead.
Have you ever seen Ring Avulsion?
Ring
what?
Avulsion? I don't know what that is.
Is that?
Ring of. Oh my God! We can't show that on the
I
fucking
want to
screen.
see. Oh,
So what happens is that people who wear
Are you
rings
saying-
they'll be doing something or whatever. The ring will get caught and it'll just rip their whole finger off.
oh yeah.
You can get it attached back on, but I mean you can't take. The
I
pain
mean,
away.
I guess I
I
guess there's dangerous in every activity in the world. I mean, I don't know.
That's-
I don't think that's
He's
gonna
more
stop me.
edgy.
That's why I like do
I
not
wouldn't
like
even
rings,
say
bro.
that I wouldn't say that I'm edgy. I just like rings. I like looking different than everybody else. How many people you walk around see with these
that
kind of
not
rings
edgy?
A
on?
lot of people.
I haven't.
They're just usually dressed in like some goth attire or something.
I mean, they can do that if they want to, but
hey, one day, right? He's gonna have a ring on every finger, right? And he's gonna pass them out. He's gonna be damn near Lord of the Rings story.
He's gonna have like 2 rings on each finger.
Or he's gonna have pass out the rings of power. You know, one of these days he's gonna do that and start sparking like I don't know, fucking. He's gonna become a mage. You look at him.
I don't like that sound. That just sounds like fake jewelry.
wow.
It sounds hollow,
Hey,
bro.
look. None of them have
Hollow
turned
Earth
my
is
finger
real.
green yet,
Yes.
and the day that one of them turns my finger green, I'm going to be pissed. But it hasn't happened yet. So Will got one off TikTok,
Ew.
and he literally wore it for like a day. And he took it off, and I said, let me see it. He took it off, dude. His whole finger was just bright green. I was like, get
don't-
that shit. Don't ever put that fucking shit back on your finger.
I'll say this though.
Don't buy cheap jewelry.
I'll say
I mean,
this,
that's what
though.
I'll say.
Will is a ring guy.
Yeah, he is. Will can rock the rings. He is. He is.
I guess I mean, I can't, am I not allowed to just change
No, I
my,
feel
my
like-
aesthetics?
No,
my-
change your
the way that
aesthetic,
my life
but
works.
you're-
But what aesthetic can I change?
The only thing
There's
you're-
not much aesthetic in my life.
The only thing you're changing
I'm
right
redheaded
now.
and retarded.
Look,
so
you
I don't know
have
what
Kendall.
you
have
want.
hair. You
The
have
only thing you're
glasses.
changing right now is your wrist up. You have to change your clothes and everything,
Facts.
bro.
We should start. We need to start.
No,
doing it.
because I
told
don't
you.
want the clothes that go along with this. I like the clothes that I wear, but I also like these
No,
rings.
no,
I don't think there's anything wrong with
I
it.
never said that. Never said that. We're not here to attack you.
Yeah, we love you.
Blake might be. But
No, I just talk shit. But I do it
okay,
out
but I
loud.
mean, yeah, you got. I mean, never mind. Clothing would be a great start. Which if you ever want to go.
That's
shopping,
expensive.
no.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Go to Ross.
What do you mean go to
You guys
Ross?
want to go to
Drip
Ross
for
after
less.
this?
I, well, every time my wife goes to Ross, she walks out of there with $200 worth of shit. Just because you go
She's
to
a
Ross
female.
doesn't mean that it's still not going to be expensive.
And how many bags? You said 2 bags.
More than 2 bags.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And they're probably all full. You know, that's a great still.
Fucking Aunt got a whole outfit there for like, well, how much was it? Like $30?
40.
A whole outfit that was good enough
know, bro.
to wear in a situation that you have to be dressed up nice. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, I've gotten some blazers from Ross. Ross is that drip for less, baby. I mean, I've got some
Now you go
blazers.
try
I've
and
got some ties. I've got some button ups. I mean, most of my shit's from Ross. So, I mean, it's not that I'm averse
Just
to
because
going
you
to
go
Ross. I just don't feel like
once
spending
every 2
$200
months.
$200 on clothes every single time I go to Ross.
You know what's a good start?
Because that's what you do, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I do. You don't have to do
but
that.
Izzy returns half of it later.
I don't return anything. That's cap. I'm not a returner.
Don't cap. Listen,
You're not a returner.
You just said that was cap, but what you said was cap. You're a fucking liar, and you return almost
at least
You're
once
telling
a
me
week.
I don't. You're telling me
At
well,
least two
pause,
things.
Pause. Cap. You're telling me I don't.
Stop saying cap.
That because, okay. False statements. Quit lying on my name. Put some
I'm not lying.
respect
You're
on it.
the one lying on your
So
name.
you're telling me you've never came over here? I'll be like, let me empty out my closet because there's shit that I guess I'm not returning.
That's true, but
Ant has gotten so much clothes off me because I don't return stuff.
That's not true.
I leave
because
it in
there
my
was
closet
literally-
because I'm
there
like,
was literally multiple occasions in the last 6 months where Izzy went. He got something. I told him. I said you should probably go try that on. He's like, I don't fucking try shit on. And then he brought it home, and then within a week it got taken back because it didn't fit.
I have been in that line
I
with
can-
you more than 10 times.
cat bullshit. Okay,
The only reason,
we're not crazy.
The only
We're not
reason-
crazy.
Yeah, we're not
crazy.
The only reason
I was gonna say I
hasn't
can
been more than
remember
that.
3 because it was like one time it was for like a golf tournament. I was trying to
Can I
find the
open
right
this?
shirt and pants. Couldn't, so I returned those because I mean no one's gonna be wearing
We're
golf
gonna
clothes.
open our fan mail right now. Blake got sent this from some random dude in Connecticut that watches our episodes. Let's see what it is.
Okay, we can't like lie. Bro. We can't lie. This is from
I
my
was gonna
grandma.
say I'm gonna see how far he goes.
My grandma got me these in Spain.
Yeah, no.
I hope. I hope it's decent, bro. Ooh, I'm not gonna read that note on here. No. That's a personal note, bro. Hold on. Oy vey.
What is that?
We're about to
What if it's a
find out.
bong?
And you were throwing
Something glass. What, she
What if
sent
he
you like a
broke it?
weed pipe?
A what?
A weed pipe?
It says, oh wait, what does it say on here? Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Oh shit.
Oh, is that a keychain?
Yeah, bro, look at that.
What does that say?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Did she go
It's
to
gold.
Spain?
Yeah, bro. Her and my mom, they got on a cruise in Spain. What does this say? Sagrada Familia Barcelona. I
like,
butchered that.
Bring your
Spanish.
family to Barcelona.
Oh damn, it's
Let me see.
got some chips on it, bro.
Well, you were tossing around and throwing it.
No, bro, it got sent.
Nah, he threw it. He literally threw it on the table when he walked in here,
heavy,
bro. He
dude.
fucking
It's
slammed that
heavy.
package down, bro.
Ooh, I just wish. Never mind. I'm talking bad, bro. I do like it. I like it a lot. I really do. Now here's the thing I was questioning.
Oh, there's another. Okay.
Yeah, that one I was questioning. It felt weird.
I fucking know exactly what it is. I don't even have to pull it out. I know exactly what it is. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. This is now this. My mom went to Mexico and she brought me back a pipe too. It was.
What is this one?
I thought it was
It's
an
a
Aztec
skull
death
pipe.
whistle. No, it's
No,
not a
it's a
death whistle.
fucking
It's a pipe, bro.
Aztec death whistle.
Yeah, he said he was unrolling it. He knew in his head. He's like, Aztec death whistle.
Right, Aztec death whistle.
Pulls it out. This is not what I thought.
No, I was thinking it was a
Immediately.
pipe.
Immediately.
It's just when I saw the skull, they changed to Aztec death whistle. No, I knew she got a pipe, bro. That's fucking.
W
I will never
W
use
Blake's
that.
mom and grandma. W's in the chat for her.
Yeah, she also got me a shirt that says "I love Latinas."
Oh, and it comes with a little man.
Well,
not bad man.
At least she didn't get you something that was not per your personality. I mean,
Yeah,
And they sit up pretty. Well, you can get
See,
sit
the
it
fact
would've
that
been-
the fact that even your mother knows that you love Latinas is honestly kind of strange.
He's very open
Yeah, no, it's
I am very open.
with his. Yeah, I've
There's
heard
another
conversations.
person-
I'm like,
there's
who are you
another-
talking to?
there's a-
He's like, my
there's a-
mom. I'm like, you're telling your mom this?
Dude,
Like,
there's another person that we all know, and we've talked about them recently on here. That has been one of I've been friends with him for over 11 years now, and he is the most open, or at least he used to be the most open person with his parents I have ever seen. He literally one time there was no provocation, he wasn't in trouble. He walked into his house and he told his mom, he's like, yeah, I had sex on this counter, I had sex on this counter.
Okay, I don't go that far.
All that's like, and dude, literally, and then he comes in, and this was like probably like 8 years ago. He did this when we were all still teenagers, and he comes to me and he told me that he did this. I said, why in God's name would you
Yeah.
tell them that? And he got in trouble. Like, I just don't understand. Some people, like, it's just like my little sister. She does this shit. She'll do something at school and she'll get away with it. she'll get away with whatever she does, and it's never super bad shit, but it's shit that you probably shouldn't be doing in middle school. And she'll get away with it, and she'll feel so bad that she'll have to go and tell my dad what she did. She said, Dad,
So she
I feel
rats herself out?
Yes, she rats herself out. But my dad, at this point, he's like, I don't even want to hear this. Like, get away from me. I don't care. Don't I would rather you not told me whatsoever.
So this is kind of what it's like on my mom's side of the family. Not this grandma. My other grandma, Mimi. One of my favorite stories about her is I was probably like 11, 12 years old, and we were walking through Old Navy, and it was remember when
Always that Old Navy.
Remember when they had those little machines you could put a quarter in and get a ball like a little rubber ball.
Yeah, I think they still have them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't go in the Old Navy.
Yeah, just
so
a little.
I'm like Mimi, trying to be funny, whatever, make stupid little kid jokes. I'm like, Mimi, can you give me a ball? And so she got me when I was bouncing it. And that was me trying to be funny. I'm like, you want to play with my ball? Like, not like in a sexual joke or whatever. I was young. It's just whatever,
I understand.
I feel like you didn't have to explain.
I know.
You made it sound weird.
So
when you explained
So
it.
the reason why my grandma replies to me, I'm good, Blake. I haven't played with balls in years.
Oh, wow.
And she meant it like that.
Is she a lesbian?
No.
Okay.
No.
How far of not playing with balls have you went?
Her and my grandfather got divorced a while ago, and she kind of like
she was
just went and started taking vacations and stuff. She like traveled.
Some older women, when they divorce their husbands, I feel like a lot of older women just decide, they're like, you know what? I'm going celibate. Fuck all that. Don't even have to worry about it anymore.
Hey, that's what my grandmother did. One day she came in with a ring on her wedding finger, and everyone was like, "What? Why you have a ring on your finger?" She's like, "Cause I'm married." And I was like, "Okay, well, what? Who you married to?" She's like, "I am married to Jesus Christ. I'm married to God. He's the only man I've ever needed in my life." And I was like, "All right, Nana, you go, bro. He got a baddie. All right, daddy."
So she a nun.
But yeah, they do. I don't know. Some of them do go celibate.
I asked my grandmother straight up, the one I was just talking about. I asked her if she was a hippie in the '60s, and I was like, I could see you being like a flower child or something. She very open minded, but she doesn't have I don't know. It's weird, bro. It's
my
weird.
my neighbor was a hippie in the late '60s.
Is he alive?
He's alive. He called me the other day on election day, and he asked me to take him to vote. And I've had many conversations with my neighborship. He's never really alluded to the fact of who he likes and who he doesn't like and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. He asked me. He's like, hey, would you come take me to go vote? I was like, I think it's only right for me as a young person to help an older person because he really wanted to
Kendall's
go vote.
like, it depends.
No, I didn't say that. And I go get him, and we're on the way. And he was telling me, he's like, yeah, me and the Kelly cab driver got into it earlier. I said, about what? He goes, about who were voting for president or whatever. And I was like, cool. I didn't say anything because I didn't know which side of it he was on. So what I did was I just straight up said, I said, so you like I said no. I said, so who was he mad that you were voting for, or who was he voting for, or whatever. I didn't ask him who he was voting for. I asked him who the other guy was voting for. And he goes, oh, that piece of shit Trump. He goes, and then he started just going off, bro. I can't fucking stand that motherfucker. Like just going off. So yeah, I did assist with one Kamala vote in my lifetime.
I would have stopped the car.
No, because he's old, bro. And his reasoning was he goes, I feel like if I bitch, I bitch a lot. So if I bitch, I need to go vote to have the right to be able to bitch about it. So, which makes sense. But personally, I think it doesn't matter who you vote for. I think it's an American right to go vote, and I think that everybody should go vote, whether you're liberal, whether you're a Republican. It doesn't matter.
Let me defend my reason for saying I would turn around, not because he said he would vote for Kamala, but because he was ranting and talking bad shit.
But the thing about it is, you can he expressed his dislike for Trump, but he didn't express it. I think he probably knows who I voted for. I never said it. We didn't even have a conversation about that. I didn't bring it up or anything like that. But he wasn't yelling at me. He was just expressing his opinion, which everyone has the right to do.
Yeah.
And that's part of I mean, that's why I didn't.
But in my head,
and honestly, I gotta see the motherfucker almost every day. So no, I'm not gonna just turn around and say, no, you can't. I'm not letting you vote for that bitch.
In my head, I see it like some people I work with, or just people I see. It's not just I hate that motherfucker. It's also, and if whoever dumbass votes for him, they're all stupid pieces of shit. And that's what I.
Yeah. And he didn't say anything like that whatsoever. He wasn't. He just kept it to his perspective only. Okay. He didn't reach out to anyone else. Like, he didn't say, if you do this, you're that, or if you do that, you're this. He didn't say any about that. It was all his opinion.
I had this lady come in, older lady, sweetest old lady in the world. All she does is comes in and get some disposables, nothing crazy. She came in and she was just.
Word? Sorry for interrupting you. This one right here.
Where?
This word.
Granny. Funny? Oh yeah, just.
I was never taught cursive.
I
just have to say that. And I can make out most of it. It's just like some words I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that says.
My dad only writes in cursive, and I can barely ever read what he's saying whatsoever. And it's really,
I can make most of it out.
It's sad because we got taught, I don't know about you, but I got taught how to write my name in cursive and I remember being in like second grade having to do the regular alphabet and then having to do the cursive alphabet. And then once we got to third grade, we learned how to spell our name in cursive, and then never was it ever taught ever again. Mm-hmm. A lot of teachers back in like the 80s and the 90s, you would go into their class, and if it was like a specific English teacher or a reading teacher, they'd be like, you were only allowed to write cursive in my classroom. You know what I'm saying? Some teachers used to be like that. That's why my dad writes like the way he does, because a lot of his teachers were only accepted cursive handwriting back in the day.
Fuck cursive.
I mean,
were they drunk? Was she drunk? Is that
was she drunk?
No, she says her hand is messed up.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, is her.
Yeah, she was drinking though.
I think so, because even it says just something, right? Just a little something to get.
Let's read Blake's personal note out to the internet.
It said, "I love you" note from your grandmother. What? I mean, oh my God, your family loves me. Loves you.
It's a secret lover from Venezuela. Get the fuck out.
I wish. I was really hoping she sent me that I Love Latina shirt so I could wear it on this.
But then it goes to where it says, yeah, I don't know, because it seems like maybe someone was slightly impaired, because I can read cursive, but that's...
She probably picked up drinking.
It looks like your grandma started writing and then showed it to your mom, was like, is this legible? And then your mom was like, hell yeah, it's legible.
Your grandma took a shot with everyone.
My mama will say yes and not even listen to you.
Sounds about right.
You know how many times, like, I'll be on the phone. I love my mom to death. Let me just say this. Well, how many times I'll be on the phone with her and I'll tell her a story, and her response, I'll be like, did you even hear a word I said? She's like, yes, Blake, I was listening. And I said, okay, what did I just say?
Dude, that shit people get me with that shit all the time. Dude, half the time when I'm at work and like there's a specific person talking to me, I'll like go yes, yeah, and I'm actively doing something else, and I'll just say yes, just to get them to leave me the fuck alone. If they were to ever come back and be like, what did I just say? I'm literally gonna have to turn around and be like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I do not know.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Sorry,
basically.
Autopilot.
Yeah. I do that a lot at work. Why are you making the pussy symbol with your fingers right now? Are you calling me a pussy?
Nah, maybe subconsciously, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know I was doing that. It was a tick, you know?
I really needed that.
What were you saying about the little nice lady that came in?
Oh, shit. My bad, bro. My bad.
The little nice lady that came in the vape shop.
Cool lady. She voted for Trump, but she's very aware of what's going everything. She sometimes she informs me of things. I'm like, what the hell? And I look it up. I'm like, oh wow, she was right on the money. But she, her son, they went out to eat, and he was like, oh, of course he got brought up near election. Who you voting for? And she's like, oh, well, I'm voting for Trump, and he was very much so voting for Kamala. And
her son?
Yeah, and she gets asked. She said,
"What a soy boy!"
And she said,
"A soy boy."
She said,
"I gave birth to a man, not a little bitch."
She was like, "Son, listen, that's your right. You're my son. I love you no matter what. That's your right. Go vote for who you want to. I just beg of you to look into it deeper.
Do some research."
But he was on his high horse because he thinks he's just, ahead, this, down, the other. He's been brought on personal private committees for the state. Like, he just thinks he's all that in a freaking bag of chips.
Yeah.
All right. So, near closer to it, they, had lunch again because they usually eat. And she's like, yeah, we were in Murfreesboro. And he asked me again, hey, can we get your vote? And she's like, son, for the last time, I love you, and I just need you to respect my decision of what I want to do and how I want to place my vote, just like I'm respecting yours. But she's like, I don't want to hear it. I know who I'm voting for. You're not going to be able to change my mind. And she said, ever since election day, he has not spoke to her.
See, that's crazy, bro.
Anything.
I'm fairly certain that my mother voted for Kamala Harris. I do not care.
Give me 1 second.
I don't care. I think, I live my life with, I try to give everyone a certain amount of respect from the get-go. Because, there's a lot of people out there that have the mindset of, oh, well, respect is earned. It's not given out automatically. That is, a certain type of respect is correct.
You get what you give.
But when you go around and you're just blatantly disrespectful, you cut people off because of their views. It's just ridiculous, bro. Like, you shouldn't cut anybody off because of what your political views are. Because in the end, it matters to a certain level, but on a day-to-day basis, that shit doesn't matter, bro.
100%.
We're all human beings trying to navigate everybody else's emotions, navigate what everybody else is going through.
We're all just a bunch of grown babies, bro.
Worry about yourself.
That's it.
Show a bare minimum of respect to everyone, and your life will actually probably improve. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out here that literally just go about their day and just choose to just be disrespectful.
They lead by anger.
They lead by anger, and it's ridiculous.
Coming from somebody that used to do that exact same thing.
And don't you feel like your life is so much better now?
It's crazy. Like if you wake up and you want to choose violence, that's what it is a lot of the time. These people, they're unhappy with something in their life. And so the easiest emotion to show, the easiest way to not feel that emptiness is anger. It's by far the easiest way.
It's easy.
And so they lead with anger.
It's easy. And the bad thing about that is when you let anger lead, you get yourself into really shitty situations that you wouldn't be in the first place if you didn't lead with that specific emotion.
Because it's like people don't understand exactly what you were saying is people just expect to get respected. And it's like, no, you have to show respect to get respect. And then once you, don't cut me off now, bro. Once you realize that, like, it's fuck what other people think, fuck how other people treat you, you give good energy out. Yeah. It's crazy how your life will change. Yeah. You, like, I don't know how to, it's insane, bro.
You get what you put out. Is basically what it is.
I guess from like my personal experience, I used to not be able to make friends, and now I have friends and like people in my life. Shut up. I'm still very picky, bro. I'm still very, very picky.
I almost didn't make the cut, ladies and gentlemen. I stayed strong.
It took
me a while. How long did it take before you gave me a hug?
Over a year.
It took them a long time to give me a hug. I think I got one or two forced hugs in between. But there was a point where Blake offered the hug first.
Now I come up to you and just
yeah.
I don't like people, bro.
But like, and it's a matter of, we talk about the respect thing. It's a matter of like, you guys, you don't have a lot of people coming in and out of this specific spot where you live, but like you have a decent amount. Like every couple months we have like a new person that comes in or whatever, and you can really tell how they live their life just by how they act when you tell them, hey, if you're gonna walk in my room, don't wear your shoes in my room. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there's been a few people that have come and gone, not specifically because they disrespected your home, but more so because the disrespect of your home shows how their personality is in life. And then once you get to a certain point, always the true colors show eventually. And Izzy knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yes.
Why do you need to elaborate? We know.
I know exactly who we're talking about.
The platter is set, okay?
The
you just have to eat set. From it. That's it.
Just take the turkey leg.
There's no freaking, hey, what's this? Like,
what if I don't know what it is?
We know what it is.
And you know what it is. A lot of people, you know, every time I come in here, and you know, Izzy, he always gets me. Since the first day I walked into this house, and I walked into his room one time with shoes on, and he said, he expressed his disdain. He's like, don't ever do that again. And you know, it's funny because I've never done it a single time after that. But every now and again, Izzy turn on, you got your fucking shoes on in my room? No, motherfucker, I don't. You know we've had this conversation before. Like, why would I would not put my shoes on in your room.
See, there's a couple people I let slide because, like, realistically, sometimes I do walk on my carpet with my shoes on.
But that's you. Yeah, that's your room.
There's certain people, like, if you had accidentally done it, I wouldn't make a big deal about it. My friends that were in town did it. It didn't really bother me.
Yeah.
Certain people, it's not a big deal. But, like, that motherfucker, I'd kick him in the stomach.
See,
just have respect. You know what I'm saying?
My tism came out when we were like, I love Will. Not going to exchange. But he did it a second time. And I think my tism came out just a little bit. But he hasn't done it since. I was gonna sit down, finish himself.
And I test the boundaries. I'll literally look down and I'll see where my shoes are and I'll lean. And Izzy be like, look at my shoes. I'm like, it's not on the carpet. I already checked.
As long as I've known him, literally just last week actually, I had to run home and grab something, and it was in his room. And the last thing he says to me is, "You better fucking take your work shoes off before you walk in my room." And I'm like, yeah, Izzy, I know this. I knew this before I called you.
Yes.
Just making sure. Sometimes when you're in a rush, you forget things. And, you know, even though it's a very...
I don't even like wearing my work shoes on my carpet. So I wouldn't do that to you. I leave them right there, but that's like...
See, he's a carpet walker.
A carpet walker?
He's a carpet walker
Not
with
really.
shoes. Okay. But the thing is with Blake, right? Complete total opposite. No one else can walk on his carpet with shoes other than Blake. I think he does it like you just can't do it.
I mean, you guys have been in my house. I literally do not give a single fuck. First of all, my house isn't...
Go ahead.
My house isn't much to brag about to begin with. So as long as you're not walking around with fucking muddy-ass shoes everywhere, I don't really care.
But only your rooms have carpet.
Yeah, only the rooms have carpet. Yeah.
What if we hire some people to come and, like, completely deep clean your apartment?
Deep clean. First of all, I deep clean my apartment. I was doing that this morning at 7 a.m. fucking carpet cleaning all the carpets in my house.
We have different definitions.
What do you mean?
I'm just playing.
He's coming at you right now.
I'm just saying, like,
attack him, smite him.
I didn't mean that in a way. I'm just saying, like, what if we made that an episode?
The rings, bro. Them goddamn power rings, bro. You better look out. One of these days, he's gonna have enough to actually cast something.
I felt a little bit.
I felt a little bit.
I felt it.
All right, listen. We're gonna move on from whatever we're talking about right now, and we're gonna watch this video about fucking aliens. Okay, let me premise this. Stop. Let me premise this.
Kendall is last week. Of power.
Last week, on Wednesday, there was a congressional hearing about UAPs, and this motherfucker. I can't even remember his name. We're about to see him, but this motherfucker is just, dude. It is a waterfall out of his mouth. He's basically confirming that we have bioorganic matter of non-human species. They live in our oceans. We have the technology, and we are in the midst of a multi-decade arms race to see who can reverse engineer it faster. China has it. America has it. All of the major, Russia has it. All of these major nations have this technology that no one has ever seen before, and that it was not created by humans whatsoever, and that it's been admitted.
You know, man, I've been pushing off watching this video, and I'm very glad because this will be my true reaction.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Fire. But that's like, even though here's the thing too, I've never understood like why people always doubted it when there was an active freaking UFO attacking citizens in Brazil, like, and it still goes on.
I don't think that was real.
What do you mean? Over 100.
Oh yeah, you're talking about
people.
Oh yeah, no, that's 100%.
And people died.
Listen, there's more
by
than
these
one,
magical
there's,
rays of light.
We're gonna watch more than one TikTok about this, but I just
need
want
to
to
watch
say
that
that at
documentary.
some point during this, he said that these. First of all, I've seen 2 videos of them launching missiles at these UFOs in the sky and them doing absolutely jack fucking
Yeah,
shit.
but those could be. Those could be.
Yeah,
Those
could be
fake.
edited. It could be.
They
edited.
could be.
The only
but
ones
I'm just saying.
This was not edited.
This was not
Okay.
edited. This is from the congressional hearing.
Well,
His name is
you talk about
Mr.
Brazil.
Elizondo.
Before you
Brazil.
start that, have you been to the UAP website, like the official
No, I have
government
not.
website?
No, I haven't.
They have videos up there, and like the ones that they released, the Fleur, the Blip, the whatever. They also have this one. It's this really small metallic-looking like sphere.
sphere. Yeah,
and
I've
it's
seen
no. Hear me. It's
Not look,
some
I'm crazy.
army base or some town or whatever.
Right.
They had like they were like their spy planes or whatever were tracking it. And it's probably like 100, 200 feet above the ground, just going through this village, bro.
Yes.
Fucking-
I think I've seen what you're talking about. Yes.
Well, I saw it. I was
Now,
out on the balcony.
I want to add one thing. I've seen a lot of these videos. There was a guy who literally, this is all he does on TikTok. He posts videos about aliens and shit, and he said that a lot of these things that people are seeing are not like they're not made of metal. They're a mixture of biomechanical and like biomatter of like a person who has been genetically modified with robotics flying, and these are what are flying through the sky.
Yep. Prometheus.
I was about to say no.
Alien.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like in a sense, kind of like what's that name of that freaking? I don't know who you are. The name of that movie, Pacific.
You're
Rim.
popular today,
So
bro.
they like have to link in, and they can like do all the what.
But that's not what
link in a sense to their ships, and that's why they can do those like the
Crazy,
gravity and
yes.
everything.
I'm thinking more of
Well,
like
I'm
thinking more of like Prometheus, where that one person is like the half robot, and it's kind of like a mixture, but he's fully AI. He just has like he looks like a person and whatever, has flesh and all this, but he's connected to the ship, and
Yes.
it's like that. That I feel like you need. It's
I don't think I've seen it either.
It's a great. Oh, I love it. It goes
All right,
into
we're
the
gonna watch this.
Anunnaki thing. Oh, it's fucking awesome.
I think I've seen like.
Let me be clear. UAP are real.
UAP are real.
Technologies not made by our government or any other government are
they've already
monitoring
admitted
sensitive
that.
military installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is in possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries. I believe we are in the midst of a multi-decade secretive arms race, one funded by misallocated taxpayer dollars and
As the
hidden from
Pentagon just
elected
failed their
representatives
7th
and
audit in a
oversight
row.
bodies. For many years, I was entrusted with protecting some of our
There was
nation's
over
most
800
sensitive
billion
programs.
they just couldn't
In my
account
last
for.
position, I managed a special access program on
Last
behalf
year
of
was
the
over
White
$1
House
trillion.
and the National Security Council. I believe that America's greatness depends on 3 elements. A watchful Congress, B, a responsive executive branch, and C, an informed public. Over the last decade and a half, I learned that certain UAP programs were and are operating without any of these elements. Although much of my government work on the UAP subject still remains classified, excessive secrecy has led to grave misdeeds against loyal civil servants, military personnel, and the public, all to hide the fact that we are not alone in the cosmos.
All right, pause. We're gonna watch another one.
When was that aired?
This was last Wednesday. Hold on, we're gonna watch.
Well,
another one.
that's the hearing they pushed off
Have you been
because they were going to
inside
cancel
Air-
it, and the fuck. Damn.
Them fans.
It's a new. Damn. I feel like you already got like a fucking 5 years worth of dust in there.
I was gonna say, I wonder how many tabs and things.
Mr. Elizondo,
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Mr. Elizondo, you just said something interesting. You said they don't seem to be hiding. They don't.
It's
seem to
getting
be hiding.
louder.
The UAP sightings are becoming. Mr. Elizondo,
It's because it's. Just shut up.
You said they don't seem to be hiding. They don't seem to be hiding. The UAP sightings are becoming increasingly.
That's all I'm
rash,
saying.
if you will.
Certainly, there seems to be some indication
How
that
hot
they're
is your
provocative.
laptop?
They're in some cases
Just listen to the video!
Aircraft formations right down the middle. So that's an air safety issue. The question is it the frequency increasing? And really the response is it depends. Yes, it's possible that there is an increase in frequency, but it's also possible that there's heightened awareness now.
Yep.
And there's also more pervasiveness of technology out there that's collecting this information and that can record this information. So we're not quite sure yet if it's actually an increase in numbers of these events, or is it that we have better equipment now that to record these things and we have a better ability, if you will, to analyze these things.
Mr. Elizondo.
All right. And then we're going to watch another one.
You're like a substitute using YouTube. I swear to
Go
God.
fuck yourself.
Last time he left the fucking cursor on the pause button, and I literally had to be like, Kendall.
That was nice. That was, bro.
Go fuck yourself.
He goes down.
No, that started pop up in my head. It was an immediate connection. Yeah, that was
UAP or
He went down to hit the pause button
advanced
again.
technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military
Now I have to
careers, our
restart.
security clearances, and even the private sector and our international.
Because it's the same video we watched earlier.
Third, Congress should create a protected environment so whistleblowers desperate to do the right thing can come forward without fear. As it currently stands, these whistleblowers suffer because of stigma, a code of silence, and concerns about retaliation. These whistleblowers should be encouraged to
So
come
there
forward
are
in ways that
whistleblowers.
protect them against any
Yeah,
forms
they
of
came out with
retaliation.
everybody
Policies and
speaking on
procedures.
that. He's a whistleblower.
Dude, listen, I just think it's absolutely crazy that we're getting, like, think about what's going to happen in the next 10 years. Because it's just crazy to me. First of all, we've got these AI robots that are about to become real. Dude, I would, bro. I mean, first of all, we're probably not going to have a choice. If the aliens come, okay, and now this leads me to what else I wanted to talk about. Let me fix this. Hold on.
That's why we have guns.
I don't think a gun's going to do much.
I don't know.
I promise you, we're gonna have a whole new arsenal of weapons that will come.
Listen,
Well,
okay,
motherfucker's gonna have to go
I'm
to
gonna
the
read you
doctor
guys
to
something.
get, because he might not die, but I'm gonna put some
Do
holes
you guys
in the
know
motherfucker.
a guy by the name of Cliff High?
Hi.
Hi. Cliff High was
That's
a
how I'm feeling
programmer.
right now.
In
Cliff High.
1997, he built a program called WebBot that would scan the internet and gather all different kinds of information and data. It started out as a way to predict stock markets. It started out that's where it started out, but he delved further into it, and what he got was it made a prediction of the future. In 2009, WebBot made a future prediction that there would be a battle in the air between military and UFOs, that there would be a trigger to this event. Do you want to guess what the trigger is before this? And this is real. This happened in 2009. This program made this prediction in 2009.
What was it?
I want him to take one guess
Of what's gonna
of what the trigger. 39 days after this is when this is going to start happening.
an election.
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
Shut the fuck up. I'll tell you.
Wait. Let me guess. Donald Trump works at a McDonald's.
No, it's you're very close. You're
Donald
closer than
Trump.
anybody else. There was a trigger. The trigger for this prediction was 39 days after the trigger is when the event is set to start. The trigger was predicted was Joe Rogan interviewing Donald Trump. This happened. There was proof that this happened in 2009. That when Joe Rogan interviewed Donald Trump, 39 days after.
Well, how many days has it
I
been?
can't wait for
39 days after is the start, the kickoff. And you know what's crazy about this is some of these TikTok videos that I've been seeing, they've been saying that these UAPs have been cutting flight patterns, like where the planes, they fly in a flight pattern in the sky. They've been cutting them. They've been coming at hundreds of miles an hour, just straight through the middle of them, cutting them down the middle and just fucking shit up, bro. They haven't killed anybody yet, but it's literally, it's like right in between. It'll fly straight through, right through the formation.
You said 39 days?
39 days.
Hold on.
Let's see when that is.
What day did it come out? 25th. December 3rd.
December 3rd, my little sister's birthday, everybody. Expect the aliens to be here. Expect some crazy shit to go down. I don't know. And, you know, it didn't really specifically say whether this is going to happen specifically 39 days after, or whether it's going to initiate or at 39 days after, and then the future prediction will come true eventually after the 39 days. So listen, it is the best time in the world, dude. What are we gonna fucking do if Trump comes on and says we are in a battle with things that we have no idea?
Well, all I'm gonna
say
is he is the one that started the Space Force. And in his interview with Joe Rogan, in his interview with Joe Rogan, he said I started the Space Force. He's like, it's gonna be really important soon. Something along
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
Something along the lines of that.
I'm telling you, I get so fucking amped up about this shit.
You're about to
and everybody gave him
What have I been
shit.
saying? What have I been saying? As soon as I come outside and I see the mothership in the sky, I'm not going to work that day. How long's your mic been muted?
I have no idea why you say it out loud, man. And you know we were supposed to get something off to the side.
So you're the one who was talking shit.
I know that. Oh, yes, it was.
I've been watching it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe you were
good.
Hopefully, okay. Yeah, sure. But I'll be ready. But the thing is, are they here? Well, we really don't know. I mean, it's kind of 50-50.
Oh, you know they're here.
Different speed. No, I'm talking about, like, are they here to, like, enslave and kill, or are they here to be like, hey, we're gonna help you? And one of us is gonna have to be the one to walk up to him and be like, what's up, man?
One of us three?
I mean, if we encounter him.
I mean, I think all of us would walk up to him and be like, what up, homie?
I think this would be one of the only times in American history that it would actually be the smart decision to bring the aliens to the president. Like hereafter, you know.
Yeah. Like take me to your leader.
Yeah.
He's showing a picture of the orange Cheeto man. Here you go. That's him. Go fight him. He's in the big white house in Washington, D.C.
I would trust him, but if he went to Biden, no. I'm not.
Biden would have a fucking aneurysm and die on the spot. When
I'd rather take him to Hot Wheels.
I'm sure they've
But I
seen
feel
them.
like, dude, you got to know that
They've already, because every single time you're brought into the White House, they really do give you basically the X amount of times. Here's all the dirty secrets.
Yes, I'm wondering what my question is.
You think they told Trump everything?
No. My question is, does the president know all of the dirt? I'm sure he doesn't know all the dirty secrets, but do they brief the newest president on things like that? Like,
I mean,
like
I'm sure they give him like a rough synopsis or a summary.
But my question is, what is there that the president isn't allowed to know, and who is allowed to know what the president of the United States isn't allowed to know?
But Tulsi Gabbard about to fix that shit because it's probably the FBI.
I don't know.
CIA.
I mean,
I
I'm sure.
believe CIA.
I would believe that the CIA.
Yeah,
I
CIA
would
all the
be the
way.
CIA.
Can I just say some political talk real quick?
Yeah, let's.
You
hear it.
normally do.
I love that Tulsi Gabbard is in the cabinet, and specifically where she's at, because these people put her on a terror watch list because she disagreed with the Democratic Party.
with the Democratic Party. They put her on a terrorist
and now
watch
she's
list.
their boss.
Go
fuck
yourself.
Bro. It's the
You know what
biggest
needs to
fuck
happen
you.
is, you know what needs to happen, and you know it can only be done so correctly, because even though there are the Republicans are in the Senate, they're in the House, they're in the presidency at this moment in time, there's always going to be someone on either side that is radical or that is extreme. So you're never truly, but I think that in the best way possible, they need to go through and clean fucking house. Get these motherfuckers out of here. First of all, I think that appointing Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk to the Doge Committee, which is it's the Department of Government Efficiency is what it is.
Yeah.
And they're basically there to. There was a $1 million study last year, and it was paid for by the government.
I know exactly
to turn monkeys to do transgender operations on monkeys.
They spent a couple million. They sent it to Venezuela to throw some drag shows in Venezuela.
Yes. What the fuck are we doing?
Stupid shit.
What are we doing?
My favorite part about the Department of Government Efficiency, it has an end date. They're supposed to be done by the 250th anniversary of the United States.
Dude, are you serious?
So
This isn't something that's going to go farther than Trump's term.
He's trying to get it done. Trump said when he announced it, he's like, hopefully, he's like, I think it can be done by this date. He's like, that would probably be one of the best presents I give to the country on the anniversary. He's like, imagine how great that would be. And
listen, first of all, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but the 250th anniversary of America, Trump is holding a specific United States, not a state fair, it's a United States fair in either in Illinois or Idaho or something like that, and it's a celebration. And he's projecting millions and millions of people to come to Idaho just for this 250th anniversary United States of America fair.
And then that's when the freaking attack of the aliens start.
You know what's crazy about it is that it's not just. Do you know how many tourists that love? There are people in this world that are from China, that are from South Korea, that are from just very small countries. They save up their entire life. They save up their entire life just to come to America as a tourist. There are going to be so many tourists to come over here just for this.
They're obsessed.
fair.
Especially, I have a friend, you guys don't know her, but from England. And she's like, I grew up watching American movies, and that's why me and her were like, I think at the beginning, or what it's maybe still, we're friends because I'm American, and she can learn about America from me.
I can think of one really good example is our buddy Scotty that lives over in South Africa. He loves America. He's patriotic. He loves America, and he understands. I see people every day bitching and whining about, they're going to do this and they're going to do that. There are people in other countries who don't even have the right to speak when they're in public. They don't have the right to wear, and they can't show anything besides their eyes.
Did you hear what the Taliban did?
Everything up. Yes, they've made it so women can no longer, they basically are no longer people. Is what it is. They can't speak in public. They can't do anything. They're not allowed to do anything. And it just. And then you got people like Scotty in South Africa who get paid once a month, and they get paid less than $100 of American money in their own money, and they can barely survive. You know what I'm saying? And people here, I understand we have homeless people, but most of the time when you see a homeless person, some of them
get paid pretty good.
Some of them do get
only
paid.
If they're illegal.
But a lot of these homeless people, it's not a system that failed them. It's not the government that failed them. They failed themselves. They got addicted to a drug. They got addicted to
that's
alcohol.
What happens.
And it became more important in their entire life.
I think there's the Ohio man that literally goes around and he studied mental problems. So he goes around and acts like he's mentally autistic. And they did a report on him. He brings home 6 figures a year because of the money people give him from him going around acting homeless and having autistic.
There is actually people out here who drive a car that is newer than 2015, and their job every single day is to go park their car where nobody will see them get out of it, walk to the nearest interstate exit, and hold a fucking sign that says homeless, need help, hungry, and people just give them.
The scamming pisses me the fuck. So this dude tried to scam me in front of the store.
I remember that, and then Izzy had to come out and tell him.
Well, he
to
didn't
fuck
have
off.
to. I told him to fuck off, and I just walked away. And Izzy got mad because it was the 6th time he'd seen it that day, and then it happened to me. So that's why, because I was already like almost in the store when Izzy came fucking busting out, and because I literally like as I saw what happened, he was on FaceTime, and I know he said to his wife, "Watch me scam this little boy, this young man. Watch me scam this old man." And the second, like I kind of knew what was gonna happen, but the second he started offering his bracelet, I was like, "Fuck off!"
That's mine.
What a puss!
What a freaking thief,
dude. Oh my God, Kendall's away from the mic so we can actually say something. Holy shit. That's what I was thinking, bro. I was like, Kendall, let me say my point, bro.
But yeah, I remember that. And no, I was upset because that was the third or I would say fourth time someone did that, mainly to me. It happened at a Shell gas station.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I'm the worst
shit,
person
bro.
to do that to because I'm gonna question everything. I'm gonna get all the information I need, and then still tell you no to fuck off.
Oh, I'm not giving you shit, bro. You got me fucked up. Why don't you just take that fucking bracelet to the pawn shop and get money there?
Yeah, like why would you come up to a random person? Well, you know, they make it sound good because they'll come up and they'll be like, I have no gas, brother. I have no gas. I buy this off
I had
me.
this one guy one time. I was leaving my mom's house. I was on my way back here, and I stopped at the little food city right there to get gas. And this dude walks up to me. He's like, "Hey man, can you give me a ride? I just live a couple blocks down."
Hell.
And I look at him. I'm like, "Nah, man." I'm on my way back to Nashville. I was like, "There's a sidewalk," and I'm like, "You're not gonna fucking get me, bro. You ain't gonna rob me, bro. I ain't fucking stupid."
But, like when the dude came up to me at Shell, he was like, "Yeah, I guess." He was like, "I can't find my wallet. I need to get to the airport. You know, our flights and like whatever." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Need to get to the airport." I was like, "You're packing pretty light. You don't have any bags." He was like, "Oh, they're already there." I was
Whatever.
like, "Okay." I was like, "You don't have tap to
Your
pay?"
bags ain't at the fucking airport, you piece
bro.
of scum.
I was like, "You don't have tap
That's
to
all
pay?"
those people are is scum.
I asked him, I was like, "You don't have tap to pay? Nothing on your wallet?" He's like, "No, I've never set that up." And I was like, "Okay."
We live in 2024.
I
You
was
set
like,
it up, you stupid. And
that's
if you're
a-
was an Indian guy?
Egyptian
guy. They
something.
all have it set up.
And then
What do you mean?
I
They
look
all
at
have
him.
it
I
set
look
up.
at him, and then I look at him, and I look at his car and said, "That's a pretty nice Mercedes AMG SUV." I was like, "Seemed like a guy like you should have more than enough money." He's like, "I can give you my bracelet. It's pure gold." I was like, interesting.
And you know the thing about these bracelets that they give you. First of all, if they were pure gold, I'm not giving you. If I give you $50 and you give me your fucking bracelet that's pure gold, fuck you. That's not real. That's never gonna happen. No one's ever gonna actually do that.
And it's stupid. They say pure gold. Pure gold jewelry is not. It deteriorates very quickly. You have to have some type of mixture in there. Like it can be mostly gold. That'll hold. But like gold itself, pure, is a very, very soft material. It's very, very soft.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
because I'm
Fuck.
looking at you ugly bitches.
Listen, all I gotta say about that is fuck scammers.
Yeah,
and
bro.
we're gonna move on to this one. I wanted to talk about this.
Controlling.
Why is he freaking coming at us? Okay, you're questioning us. I feel like you have agent. Yes,
I'm an
sir.
agent. Anyway, I wanted to talk about Mazda. Mazda had a, and you know this has been a while since this happened. Mazda had to do a model recall because spiders were uncontrollably attracted to their cars in 2014. Then you read more and find it happened with the same car company in 2011. Mazda spokesperson said, "LOL, I don't know." Straight up, just commented that on a forum or whatever. LOL, I don't know. When asked why Mazda struggled so much with the spiders, a representative told New York Times, "Don't ask me, I'm terrified of the damn things." Here's a quote from the Mazda spokesperson, Jeremy Barnes. "It's unclear why this particular spider, the yellow sac spider, seems to prefer the model years 2010 through 2014 Mazda 6. All modern cars have the same type of equipment. Maybe the spider just likes cars that go zoom zoom."
What the fuck?
Dude, do you think that's crazy? Like, what? First of all, if I'm driving, if you come out to your car and your car is just in, and you know a lot of the reason they called they did the recall. The yellow sack. Fuck all of that, bro. Fuck all of that.
No, they're small. Like that's how big.
Oh, they're super small. Yeah. And you know, I think I saw one of those in the van the other day at work. But the problem they were having was that they think that the spiders might like the richness of the fuel or the gasoline or something like that, because what they do is they get inside the engine compartment and they'll get into the components of the engine, and it will fuck the engine up because these spiders are just chilling in there.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't burn them up.
Then why? Wait, wouldn't that then make every car? What's so special about Mazda?
That's the whole. That's why all of them said we don't know. We are not sure why this happened, because every modern car. Well, that's one of the reasons that they think that. But it has to do with the specific Mazda engine that has a specific opening in the engine that spiders can crawl into.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. I feel like if that was the case, they would be at least drawn or attracted to all vehicles.
But they're not. That's the whole.
I get that. I get that. But you can't say it's the gasoline. I don't think it's the gasoline.
They're not saying that's the reason. They're saying that they think that's the reason, because there's a difference in a Mazda engine than there is in a Jeep engine. There's an opening that's not the same on this engine.
Yeah, okay.
So that the spiders can. That's the reason why they had to do the recall, because people's engines were literally fucking up because all these spiders were just clumping inside of their engine.
You want to hear something fucked up?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Your resistance.
Yeah, besides that. So, I came across this actually this morning, bro. I don't mean to change it from spiders.
No, you're good. You're good.
Spiders scared the fuck out of me. The incident occurred at a Studio 6 motel in Ocean Springs, Mississippi.
Wait.
Hensley, I don't know her real name. Brittany Leigh Hensley provided her daughter with prescription pills, which the child ingested, leading to her becoming unconscious.
What the fuck?
Her and her daughter, she was 37 years old. I don't know how old her daughter is. They entered into a suicide pact with each other.
Her and her daughter?
Her and her daughter. And so, like, that ended up to them being in the hotel. She gave her daughter the pills. And she became unconscious. Hensley did not take any of the pills because she saw her daughter become unconscious and got scared. And so authorities were alerted, and the girl was hospitalized. Oh, and later recovered.
Good.
Yeah, Hensley fled the state but was apprehended in Huntsville, Alabama, October 2024.
Hopefully for attempted murder.
Yeah, she has been charged with felony child abuse causing serious bodily harm and is being held on a $500,000 bond. Fuck that bitch. She's smiling in her picture too.
Oh my god, bro. Fucking.
Well, I think that's her driver's license.
She deserves to get her fucking ass beat.
Yeah.
Why she like something out of Monster?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, bro. Ugh, I wouldn't.
And
I'd kill
how
myself
old was her
too,
daughter?
like that. I don't know. Yeah, it didn't say.
Well, obviously it was, if she got a child abuse charge, then she was underage.
Oh, 100% she was underage.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
Ooh, not gonna say.
Imagine going to a suicide pact with your
mental.
kid.
It's mental health.
What was the
you know,
father?
One of the main reasons why these
Might be why they try to kill themselves.
you see people doing crazy
Might be why they
shit.
try to kill themselves.
One of the reasons you see people doing crazy shit on the internet all the time is simply because we have a mental health crisis in the United States.
Yeah.
See, I'm so.
You say that, and I knew your opinion on that already. But
I
Quit
can tell
being
you
a
why.
fucking pussy. Quit being. I get it. I'm a one person that I understand that being up here can be a crazy place. Get the fuck over it. That's one thing Trump did say that I kind of support. That I kind of supported. Depression. Overwork yourself. Okay, overwork.
he said
You don't have time.
He said you don't have. If you work,
You don't.
work 24/7. You don't have.
Don't
time
get me
to be
wrong.
depressed.
It doesn't fix everything,
Because-
but
But
you can't think about it.
Most of the people that have this issue where they're depressed or they can't do things, they don't have a job.
Well, I mean,
they don't have a job.
maybe
They don't
that,
have
but-
anything in their life that is fulfilling. They don't have a friend. They don't have friends. They don't have a husband. They don't have a wife. They just their life is just empty.
And it's the whole thing we was talking about earlier.
there's a lot.
Like
There's a lot that
it's
goes into it.
that's the easiest emotion to feel that emptiness with. Is that type
Depression
of shit.
and anger, bro. And you know, it's a little bit more complex than saying get over it. But there are ways
Relatively.
to deal with it without prescription drugs.
There
that
are.
People, what did people do in the 1900s when you know what I'm saying, when they went into a deep depression?
Well, there wasn't
weren't-
depression.
There wasn't like medicine that was specifically
No need
for
for
that.
medicine.
You had tonics and all this bullshit that didn't work,
Or
placebos. But you know, most of the people back then, a lot of them had depression, but they didn't know what it was. They said, okay, I'm sad today. Tomorrow, I'm going to fucking just You know, but most of these people that did that
Did he? Wait.
that had depression, they didn't have time to worry about it because they were so busy trying to survive.
Well, yeah,
and trying to
especially
provide for their families.
That's the reason why a lot of this mental health crisis is because we're genetically engineered to do certain things, to exhibit force. I think that's a real. Well, I think exhibit's also a word. I don't know. I could be wrong. But to exert a certain amount of force, put a certain amount of energy into doing certain tasks, rough, hard tasks. And well, we live in a society that a lot of those rough, hard tasks you don't have to do anymore because it's all automated. And so when you miss that in your life, leaves a lot of room that you can fill stuff with. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are very weak-minded people. And so that emptiness is filled with depression. It's filled with a longing to want something. You need something. You know, and as much shit I talk about my job, though, I will say
it keeps me in my alpha male status.
It's a very yeah. I don't know, bro. It's just like it's a very like I said, I did almost 80 miles this week, and that's
let's stroke them off.
But when you're physically, there's a difference between being physically exhausted and being mentally exhausted.
Well,
you can be physically exhausted but when you come home at the end of the day, you're not thinking about, oh, I should have done this, oh, I should have done that. You're thinking about as soon as possible when you can go the fuck to bed and go do it again tomorrow.
I was like, I want to dissociate when I get home, bro.
Yeah, you dissociate, and you know, listen, I know a lot of people live their life and they raw dog life and they do all this other stuff and they don't have a vice. Sometimes it's okay to just drink a little beer. Stop worrying about it. Drink some beer. I mean, if you like smoking weed, smoke some weed. If that's your thing, do what you want to do. But like, just try to do, and everything people say, oh, that's unhealthy. Everything is unhealthy. It matters of what you do in moderation. You can get a little buzz going and not fucking ruin your entire week of health that you had.
I want to get a poll. Somebody out there that has the time. I want to know how many minutes Kendall has spent talking, and I want to know versus each other how many times has he interrupted
us. That's just today.
Us,
listen, last week I barely spoke at all.
And then on the other side, I want to know how many times me and Izzy.
Are you mad that I just continued to talk?
I'm gonna say.
Do you have anything to say?
Yes, bro, but you're saying it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I said it before you did.
I don't want to interrupt
off the phone and treat yourself, but no.
I want that tally mark.
That's what usually Izzy's getting mad at me because I'm not speaking. You know, I don't
have a problem. The only reason I have a problem with you talking a lot is because you keep fucking interrupting us.
I interrupt you.
I'm the secret. It's gonna I'll be like. And then you start talking, and then you say what I'm about to say.
I'm sorry, bro.
And then I gotta sit here and just take it, bro.
You know what that means, though? It means that we're very like-minded people. If I keep saying the things that you're gonna say, at least it got said.
You know what I feel like right now?
At least I didn't talk over you, and it didn't. What you wanted to say didn't get said.
You know what I feel like right now?
Retarded.
I feel like a 5'2", very defenseless man that got arrested for some serious charges, and now I'm in a maximum security prison. That's what I feel like.
First of all, that's dramatic. First of all, that's dramatic. Second of all,
that was a lot.
Second of all, just tell me to shut up.
I'll fucking with you, bro. I just wanted to make that dramatic. But back to aliens, bro.
Aliens are real. They're fucking real, bro. They're fucking real.
Fucking just imagine though, imagine what would happen if I already said this in an episode. Let me change it up real quick. Imagine what would happen if the spaceship lands, the doors open, and it's just like some Pokemon come walking out. Like you see a Jigglypuff.
But you don't. But honestly. Where does everyone get the idea of what aliens look like? Where's like you have the grays. Dude, there's literal
big eyes.
There's lore if you go deep enough on like the internet, you can find literal videos on YouTube about the different alien races, the reptilian race, the fucking the all female race, the fucking
I don't really
the
believe
grays.
the
You have
reptilians.
there's multiple different types of grays. Like, where did this all stem from? Where did we get this info? Who
Years
brought
and
this
years.
information?
Maybe it's a
Sites.
whistleblower that's like, look, I can't do anything, so I'm just gonna put it out there and see what happens.
Okay, well, let's put this out there.
Like,
Out of all, let's say, out of every 10 abduction encounter story that there is, like probably 2 of them are real. And you see the patterns, and then you put that over the span of thousands and thousands of years. So patterns, we're beings that recognize patterns very, very easily. And so we recognize those patterns, and it just kind of sticks in our mind, and that's what everybody comes to know, and we expand on that. And, you know, that's what I feel like. It's just a lot of, I believe in, I guess there's like a couple different races, but I think most people that were encountered or whatever, those little like fucking like green aliens or whatever, that's like, you know, Mars Attack, like that type of shit, bro.
Well, and you know, there's a lot of theories out there that the things, the UFOs and the UAPs that we see nowadays are from a bygone era millions of years ago, because it took the drone. They basically think that they're drones. They're lifeless drones that don't have anybody controlling them. Their whole purpose is just to gather information and report it back. But it took so long for them to get here that the information that they're reporting back is reporting back to stardust, because their planets have already blown up. So, you know what I'm saying? Which is a very good possibility. But then it brings you into the realm of, if we take one of these things and we are able to use its technology and we'll become a spacefaring race. So,
But
I hope
you're
continue.
Sorry.
No, continue.
You're also thinking on the like the very like how we would travel if we tried that right now. Just get in a ship and travel to point B. If you look at like the characteristics of some of these crafts that we've seen on Earth, on specifically the government's website, these things will go from over 10,000 feet in the air, and probably higher, but it literally hits the limit of the technology, the radar that they're using, and it'll drop to 100 feet above the ocean and like that. That's not I'm dropping
That's
down.
not going
That's
from
I go
point A
from
to
here.
point B. That's going.
It's going from point A to point B, but there's no in between. It's just I'm at point A. It's like parkour, except like ultimate parkour. You're just there.
And you know, a lot of people have to think that it has a lot to do with if someone can. First of all, you got to prove that it's real. Wormholes. A lot of people think that the specific way that these beings are able to go from such far distances to such short distances is because they've become able to fully encapsulate a wormhole and use it to their advantage.
Or they're manipulating the fourth dimension.
I don't have enough knowledge on that to even talk about it, honestly.
Well, it's time. So, literally, like, I mean, I'm not smart enough to like say this, but if you can manipulate time, you can be anywhere, whenever. You know. Does that make any sense?
I don't know.
We're not going to get into that because that starts breaking my brain, and I don't even feel like going into that. But
it's kind of like You ever heard that story of Little Matt? He's in 2D land. He's on this piece of paper. We draw a person.
Oh my lord! Are we doing the freaking straight line?
The only range of motion he has is left, right, up, down. Right? You transfer that into our world, where we have up, down, left, right, back, forth, all these different ranges of motion.
Horizontal.
So if we take a 3D object, so like a sphere, and we pass it through this piece of paper, little 2D land, he wouldn't see, I don't know why I'm explaining this, but whatever. He wouldn't see like a sphere come through his land. He would just see this circle that gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it hits the middle, and then it just starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And so that's kind of like, I don't know, it's really hard to imagine, especially me, but it's the same like laws of physics there, where like a 4D object passes into a 3D world. That could be why we just see these UAPs show in a like disappear up here. You know what I'm saying?
So what they're doing is instead of going from point A to point B,
they're already
there.
Yeah, and like we can't perceive the movement because it's them using 4D. I mean, fourth dimension in a third dimension.
Do you remember when I think it was in Las Vegas, where they're like, "Oh my God, all those cops went to the mall, whatever." Well, some of the people that reported seeing these tall, giant entities all reported that they appeared out of nowhere. They just popped up. It was kind of like someone, removed a veil, and they were just there.
Kind of like
so
Futurama.
I'm like,
maybe. We have all of the theories. We have none of the answers.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to the 72nd episode of The Poor Perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what I want everyone to do. First of all,
are you giving people homework here?
Yeah, I'm giving you homework. I need every single person. Listen, Izzy Eats has been doing so well. Izzy Eats is probably by far some of the most views that we've ever gotten on this channel. The Poor Perspective, just by being associated with Izzy Eats, has boosted in views. I need everyone that watches, please like the video. Make a comment.
Subscribe. Hit that little button notification.
Share the video with your friends, please. If you like it, there are other people out there that like it too. Please.
Fair enough.
Get us
And
rich
let me
famous.
tell you something. This is the last thing I'm gonna fucking say. If the Talk to a podcast can fucking get 50,000 fucking views in one day just because of marketing, and she said Talk to, we can do it too. Okay.
Yeah, she ain't
I
even all
watched
that,
their
bro.
podcast. I watched a whole episode of their podcast. It is nothing greater than anything that we've ever done.
I'll believe that.
He's adamant about this. Look at his face.
I told Izzy about this the other day, bro. I was getting upset. I literally sat there and watched the whole video, and like it's like these people. This is not something that they've been doing for like Bert Kreischer and
He's
the
a
other
rapper
guy,
right now.
Tom Segura, Theo Vaughn. All these people have had years of experience of. Okay, I can't stop talking. I have to continue talking. So and it has to be funny. This girl. She can. I mean, I'll give her. She can talk. She can come up with some bullshit off the top of her head, and that's cool. But and I'm sure it is funny. I'm sure it's funny to some people. It wasn't funny to me. And the last episode that she had was the whole premise of the episode was that she always talks about this guy that she is her boyfriend. And she calls him Pookie or whatever. Pookie. And like the whole last episode that just got released was all about him. Like I don't give a fuck about this random white guy.
They're
that
running
you
out
fuck.
of ideas.
I don't give a fuck about this random white guy that you have sex with. I don't care. I do not care.
Fire has a freaking.
If you look, his hair is getting redder.
More episodes.
Have a great day.
More episodes of Izzy Eats coming next week.
New episode of Izzy Eats coming next week. We have a surprise series from our friend Blake over here coming in the next couple months. We haven't decided on a date for that yet. No. And then we have something new in the works as well. We're not even going to talk about that right now because it's still in the planning phase. But thank you guys for listening.
Hint, it may be OF.
Yikes. We'll talk to you soon.
Look at my butthole.